Shot down to Jehovah, doubtless play hard to get females get jealous. Okay, party, go to a party. Girls are dancing, the crowd is showing body. A chick walks by you, when she's a section, but standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day function, high class luncheon, food is served and your stone cold munching.
My dad does it really good.
You want to dance because you like the groove. Come on, Fatso, and just bust the move.
Maybe the last game. Yeah, but I don't know.
Bust the move.
Yeah. Look, on the hand.
Yes.
On the hand. All right.
I was better.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mama.
And what comes next? Hey, bust the move.
She's like, oh, my sunshine. I've been thinking about how to do it. I know she's sitting here like this. Oh, got it.
In the city, let's keep it pretty. Guys show jokes so they can see witty. Tell up on the jokes just to get the play. Then you're trying to make a move and she says no way. Goodness sakes, they want the man who brings home the baby. You got no money and you got no car and you got no woman. And there you are. Two girls with the distance, materialistic. So for a man, make them out like realistic. The lion on the beach from a taking a chance that a brother with money can be there. On the beach from rolling, real house rolling.
Not kidding.
And not rolling. A girl runs up with something to prove. So don't be sad, man, bust the move.
But you don't do that with your Like, everybody is, that's what here. Yeah. You do it?
Bring it down for me, fellas.
Good challenge.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vicky Kazee Hollofield Softball Complex for this afternoon's non-conference contest between the Bluefield State Big Blue and your Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. A friendly reminder that we ask all fans in attendance to maintain a safe distance. Please wear your masks properly. That means they must cover your nose and your mouth. We thank you for your cooperation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup. First, the Bluefield State Big Blue. Leading off and playing at shortstop, number 13, Jesse Foster. Batting second, playing in right field, number 9, Kylie Nelson. Batting third and playing at first base, number 22, Lizette Rosales. Cleanup hitter and third baseman is number 17, Ashley Frazer. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 2, Autumn Miller. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 10, Madison Thompson. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 23, Hannah Fisher. Batting eighth and catching, number 24, Savannah Mullins. And batting ninth and pitching, number 18, Kennedy James. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for your Carson-Newman Eagles. In left field from Coreyton, Tennessee, a 5'4" freshman, number 12, Macy Hughes. In center field from Friendsville, Tennessee, a 5'6" freshman, number 18, Sienna Cameron. In right field from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a 5'6" sophomore, number 28, Madison Levi. At third base from Shanahan, Illinois, a 5'10" sophomore, number 19, Shannon Smith. At shortstop from Cross Plains, Tennessee, a 5'6" senior, number 88, Val C. At second base from Powell, Tennessee, a 5'9" sophomore, number 41, Haley Schultz. At first base from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, a 5'6" senior, number 26, Katie Eakes. The catcher from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, a 5'5" senior, number 9, Carolyn Levi. And the starting pitcher from Irwin, Tennessee, a 5'8" freshman, number 22, Nicolette Ferguson. Carson-Newman is coached by Michael Graves. The Eagles are assisted by Kristen Topple. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Greetings, salutations, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex, where Carson-Newman in action for a non-conference doubleheader against the Bluefield State Big Blue. Eagles looking to snap a string of back-to-back losses after getting swept Saturday, 24 hours ago, by Newberry, while Bluefield State has had its fair share of struggles to open up the 2021 campaign. The Big Blue off to an 0-6 start, and Bluefield State has been run-ruled every time that it has touched the field this season. So, Bluefield State, just 10 players available. The Big Blue looking for some positives against a Carson-Newman team that is looking to bring its pitching staff back to life after giving up 2 5-run frames on Saturday against the Newberry Wolves. Eagles turn to Nicolette Ferguson in the circle. The freshman is a perfect 5-0 with a 3.75 ERA, 8 appearances, 5 starts, 1 complete game across 28 innings of work. And Ferguson has struck out 13 and walked 11. Bluefield State, lineup goes like this: Jesse Foster, Kylie Nelson, and Lizette Rosales, 1 through 3. Middle third of the order, Ashley Brazzert, Autumn Miller, and Madison Thompson. Brazzert, one to watch. She's had 3 hits this season, all for home runs. And then the lower third, Hannah Fisher, Savannah Mullins, and Kennedy James. To round things out for the Big Blue, Carson-Newman making some changes in terms of its lineup. Eagles will start Valerie C. for the first time in her career at shortstop. Haley Schultz gets her second career start and her first in the field. She plays at second base. Corners the same with Shannon Smith and Katie Eakes. Carolyn Levi is behind the plate catching. And in the outfield, you got Macy Hughes in left, Sienna Cameron in center, and Madison Levi starting in the field for the first time in her career. She plays in right. We are underway at 1:04 p.m. as Nicolette Ferguson winds and delivers, and the first pitch to Jesse Foster is fouled back and out of play. 0-1. To begin the at-bat to Foster. Ferguson winds and delivers the 0-1, a change-up in the dirt. 1-1. King swept the Big Blue in Bluefield State's last doubleheader. And in fact, in Game 2, King tossed a perfect game, the 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1 to Jesse Foster. The Tornado tallied 18-3 and 23-0 wins over the Big Blue. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a pop-up, foul ground, first base side. Eakes giving chase, but it gets over the fence and out of play. And the count moves 2-2 on Foster. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jesse Foster. Ferguson sights the sign and pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Nicolette Ferguson dials up a strikeout. And there's one away in the top of the first with no score. And Kylie Nelson to the plate. Right fielder hitting .214 for the year. The lefty strides in. As Ferguson winds and delivers. And the first pitch taken on the inner black for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 to Kylie Nelson. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly by Schultz in the hole at second. And she'll turn it over to Eakes to put away Rosales. So that sends Lizette Rosales to the plate. First pitch to her is low for a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on for the Big Blue, top of the first inning. No score. Ferguson locks and loads the 1-0. Taken for a strike right down Broadway, 1-1. Arnez Cantrell calling the balls and strikes in this one. Robert Lance is in the field for this umpiring crew. Ferguson, the 1-1. Taken low and away, 2-1 to Lizette Rosales. Hitting .267 this season for Bluefield State. 4 hits on the air. 2 have been doubles. So half of her knocks have been for extra bases. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a line drive, roped foul toward the walkway that leads up to the Vic. Long strike 2. And the left-handed Rosales ambles back into the batter's box. The right-hand Ferguson deals the 2-2. On the outside edge for a called strike 3. Ferguson faces the minimum and punches out 2 in the top of the first. After a half inning, Eagles and Big Blue scoreless on the Eagle Sports Network.
Leading off for the Eagles is the catcher, number 9, Carolyn Levi.
Carolyn Levi will lead things off for Carson-Newman in the home half of the first inning as Kennedy James takes to the circle for the Big Blue. James, freshman with a 34.65 ERA in the first pitch to Levi, is a nubber to the left side of the circle, and James will give it a look, let it drop, and Levi aboard with an infield single to the pitcher. That should have been gloved for an out, but James just let it drop. And there's one on for the Eagles and Sienna Cameron. So Cameron will stand in, and Carson-Newman will call upon a pinch runner for Carolyn Levi. That's Carmen Holt. The word is that Holt will enter for Levi in the field at catcher after this half inning. So Cameron steps in, the first pitch to her. Bunt squared, pulls it back for a ball that's 1-0. Carson-Newman looking to put some small ball pressure on the Big Blue here in the bottom of the first. Corners creeping down the lines between Rosales and Brazzard. James the pitch. Bunted foul by Cameron. Back over the head of Savannah Mullins behind the plate. That's 1-1. You got James in the circle for Bluefield State. Savannah Mullins is catching for the Big Blue. Left to right around the infield, Bluefield State goes Brazzard, Foster, Thompson, and Rosales. James sent for the 1-1 offering. Here it comes. Cameron flips it foul back to the netting behind home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And in the outfield, it's Hannah Fisher, Autumn Miller, and Kylie Nelson left to right for the Big Blue. Wind blowing left to right across the outfield on a nice sunny day here at Mossy Creek. The 1-2. Way upstairs from James. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sienna Cameron. Cameron, first time she's hit out of the 2-hole this season, the Eagles' usual 9-hole batter. Freshman's hitting .395 this year through 18 games. The pitch. Cameron swings, slices it to first. Grabbed by Rosales. She'll turn and trot onto the bag to put away Cameron. 3 unassisted. Productive out, though, moving Holt over to second base. And that sends Shannon Smith to the dish. Smith. Right-hander out of Channahon, Illinois. Stands in and works with Carmen Holt in scoring position on second base. First pitch to Smith is walloped up the third base line. Fair ball. That ball will roll all the way into the left field corner. Holt scores standing. Smith motoring around second. She stands up on third with a triple. And Carson-Newman has the opening advantage, 1-0 on the RBI triple from Shannon Smith, bottom of the first inning. Smith just squeezed it inside the third base bag. And the Eagles in business for Katie Eakes. 1-0, Carson-Newman, bottom of the first inning. Eakes batting .412 this season. The first pitch to her is swung on, bloop to right field. That's a base hit. Smith will trot in as Eakes singles, and it's a 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman. So back-to-back RBI knocks for Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman ahead 2-0, and Michaela McCarthy to the plate. The pitch. McCarthy swings and bounces it foul up the third base line. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Katie Eakes on first base for Carson-Newman, leading 2-0 on Bluefield State. James, the 0-1. McCarthy swings, lifts a fly ball to left field. Running into the alleyway is Hannah Fisher, and she makes the grab on the run to put away McCarthy. 2 away, and Macy Hughes strides to the dish. Freshman hit a game-tying RBI single to left to force extra innings in the nightcap on Saturday against Newberry. First pitch to Hughes. Taken for a strike above the knees right down Broadway. 0-1. The 0-1. That's well upstairs to Hughes. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner on first base is Katie Eakes. Eagles had 2-0, bottom of the first. The pitch, Hughes rolls it to short, fielded cleanly by the shortstop Foster. And she'll underhand flip it to Madison Thompson to put away Eakes. 6-3 on the fielder's choice to Hughes. RBI knocks from Shannon Smith and Katie Eakes. Carson-Newman takes a 2-0 lead after 1. This is the Eagle Sports Network. Brassert, Miller, and Thompson will try to get things started for Bluefield State here in the top of the second inning. A 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman over the Big Blue. As Brassert, she's hit 3 home runs, will lead things off here for Bluefield State in the top of the second. The first pitch to Brassert is on the inner half for a strike. 0-1. Ferguson, the 0-1 tip pitch. Brassert fouls it back and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2. Drops just low on Brassert. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Brassert. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nicolette Ferguson dials up her 3rd K of the day, and there's 1 away in the top of the second. Brings Miller to the plate. Junior hitting .286. The right-hander stands in. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Third base side. Turning toward Davis Street. And that'll get out of play. 0-1. Nothing in 1 to Miller. The pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases empty for the Big Blue. Top of the second. The pitch grinds inside. 2-1 to Miller. 2 runs in the bottom of the first for the Eagles off of a Shannon Smith RBI triple and a Katie Eakes RBI bloop single to right. Ferguson sights the sign and delivers the 2-1. That misses just low. 3 balls and a strike to Miller. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Ferguson climbs aboard the slab and delivers the 3-1. Swing, a deep fly ball to left. Going back, Hughes. It's over her head, and that'll bounce to the wall. Miller for extra bases. She strolls into second with a stand-up double. And Bluefield State has its first base runner of the day. With 1 out in the top of the second, trailing 2-0. And Madison Thompson to the dish. Thompson stands in and takes outside for a ball to begin the at-bat. 1-0. Couple defensive changes for the Eagles. Carson-Newman enters Carmen Holt into the field. She's playing at third base. The 1-0. On the outside edge for a strike. 1-1. While Shannon Smith moves from third to catch in place of Carolyn Levi. The 1-1. Half swing, and Thompson does come through. She's down on the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bluefield State down 2-0 in the top of the second. But the Big Blue with a runner on second and Miller. Ferguson, the 1-2 offering. Taken on the inner half. Belt high for strike 3. 4th K of the day for Nicolette Ferguson. She is locked and loaded. And that sends Hannah Fisher to the plate. Fisher working with Miller on second base, trailing 2-0. 2 out in the top of the second. The pitch. Swing and a miss at the first one. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The runner on second. Ferguson sights the sign and pitches. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Ferguson, after giving up the 1-out double, has battled back, collected her 4th strikeout, and she has Fisher in a 0-2 hole. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nicolette Ferguson gives up the 1-out double, but she strikes out the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Eagles lead at 2-0 after an inning and a half. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Leading off for Carson-Newman.
Haley Schultz, Madison Levi, Nicolette Ferguson to lead things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the second inning. Eagles with a 2-0 lead after an inning and a half. First pitch to Schultz is swung on and tipped foul, 0-1. Nothing in one, and James pitches. And Schultz will lift it foul to Davis Street. 0-2. So James has Schultz in an 0-2 hole. James, left-hander, wheels and deals in the dirt. Schultz tried to check her swing. Did she offer? Appeal into the field. No, she did not. And Schultz lives to see another pitch. James nearly tricked her, but Schultz just able to hold off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's high to Schultz. 2-2. Carson-Newman baseball out to a 1-0 lead on Queens over in that series, just down the road at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. The 2-2. Schultz swings and lines it into left field. That'll drop in and roll up to Hannah Fisher for a base hit. Schultz aboard first with the 4th hit of the day for the Eagles offense. And it brings Madison Levi to the plate. Levi, her 10th game of the year, just her 2nd start. Got a nod at the designated player spot a few weeks ago. She earns a start in the field today. 1 for 7 at the plate this season. Been hit twice. First pitch to Levi. Takes high for a ball, 1-0. 19 pitches for Kennedy James in this start. 13 for strikes. Her whip, 7.43. That means more than 7 batters reach for every inning she pitches. Drops low. Schultz on the move, and Schultz steals second. So a stolen base for Haley Schultz and a 2-0 count to Madison Levi. She gets to work with a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. The pitch. Levi swings, flares it in the air, foul ground, third base side, and the third baseman, Brazzert, races over and collects it to put away Levi. 1 away, and the pitcher, Nicolette Ferguson, will try to help out her own cause. Ferguson, right-handed batter, stays in front of the plate to hit, with Haley Schultz on second and James pitching. Ferguson swings and grounds it to second. It eats up the second baseman, Thompson, who throws to first late to Rosales, and Ferguson aboard on the air at second. Schultz over to third, and the Eagles have runners on the corners with 1 out for Carmen Holt. 2-0 Eagles leading, 1 out, bottom of the second. And Carson-Newman will try to take advantage of the Bluefield State error. James deals, and Holt takes outside off the plate, 1-0. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, Eagles looking to add to a 2-0 lead against a Bluefield State team that defensively has yet to hold a team underneath double-digit runs this year. The 1-0. Holt slashes through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Eagles go station to station. Schultz scores standing. Holt collects her first hit of the season. Ferguson's over to second, and it's a 3-0 lead for Carson-Newman. in the bottom of the second inning. So Carmen Holt with an RBI knock. And there's runners on second and first for Sienna Cameron. First pitch. Upstairs for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Runners on second and first for the Eagles. The 1-0. Cameron slashes foul. Back to the fencing. And it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ferguson on second. Holt on first. Eagles looking to add to a 3-0 lead. The 1-1. Cameron takes on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. 3 runs off of 5 hits for the Eagles. James back aboard the rubber, and she deals. And Cameron swings, bounces it to first. That eats up the first baseman, Rosales. It's an E3, and all hands are safe. Second error of the inning for the Big Blue. 1 out, bases loaded for Shannon Smith. A 3-0 lead for the Eagles, looking for more in an inning that should be over. 2 ground balls to the right side of the infield, booted by Thompson and Rosales. And now Carson-Newman with a chance to add on with Shannon Smith to the plate. First pitch to her is a swing and a fly ball to center field. This gets over the head of the center fielder, Miller, and rolls to the wall. Smith will stride into second base. She's got a 2 RBI double as Holt and Ferguson both score. Cameron over to third base, and the Eagles extend their lead with 2 unearned runs. It's 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning. And Bluefield State will make a pitching change. So the Big Blue going to shuffle their lineup around. We'll tell you about that here in a moment. Katie Eakes will face off against the new pitcher Thompson, who deals outside for a ball to begin the at-bat. 1-0. It's a 5-0 Carson-Newman lead after Shannon Smith doubles to the wall in center field. To plate 2 more. 3 across here in the bottom of the second for Carson-Newman. The pitch. Eakes takes a strike on the outer half. 1-1. 2 errors in the inning, making things difficult for the Big Blue. Certainly not helping the cause. Inning should be over. Thompson, the 1-1. Eakes smashes it up the right field line. That's a base hit for Katie Eakes. Cameron scores standing. Smith strides in as well. And it's an RBI single for Katie Eakes up the right field line to plate 2. Eagles extend the lead to 7-0 in the bottom of the second inning. And that sends Michaela McCarthy to the plate. First pitch to McCarthy. Line drive. Hit foul on the third base side, and it's 0-1. Carson-Newman out to a big lead, a 5-run bottom of the second against a Bluefield State team that has yet to limit a team to single-digit runs this season. Thompson on in relief. She's 0 for 3 with a 28.66 ERA this season. Pitch is low to McCarthy, and it's 1-1. McCarthy with a 400 average. The pitch upstairs. 2-1. Thompson sights her wrist protector for the sign and twirls up the 2-1. And McCarthy yanks that one into the left center field alleyway. Extra bases for Michaela McCarthy as Miller scoops it up off the wall. Eakes rolling around third. She wants to score from 3 bases away. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI double for Michaela McCarthy as she plates Katie Eakes from 3 bases away. 8-0. Eagles lead it with 1 out in the bottom of the second. The onslaught continuing for Carson-Newman. A 6-run bottom of the second for the Eagles. And now Macy Hughes to the plate. 8 runs off of 8 hits for the Eagles. And Hughes will try to keep the party line going. Thompson checks her wrist for the play call and delivers the pitch. It's high and outside to Hughes, 1-0. Eagles with 1 out and a runner on second, Michaela McCarthy. 8-0 Eagles leading, bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Hughes takes outside, 2-0. Hughes grounded into a fielder's choice her first time up. Trying to keep a big inning going here for the Eagles. The 2-0. And Hughes takes a strike at the belt, inner half, 2-1. Other changes for the Big Blue aside from the pitcher Thompson. You've got Rosales who moves to left from first, the 2-1. Changeup stays up, 3-1. Miller stays in center. Nelson comes in from right. She's playing at second. Hannah Fisher, the left fielder, is now in right. Brassert still at third. Foster still at short. And James moves over to first after pitching, the 3-1. Hughes swings, rolls that one to the left side of the infield, deep in the hole at short. Foster knocks it down, doesn't have a play, and Hughes legs out an infield single. Runners on the corners, 1 out for the woman who started this inning with a single. That's Haley Schultz. 8-0. Eagles in the driver's seat looking for more. Thompson deals, and Schultz takes on the inner half for a strike, 0-1. For Carson-Newman, the Eagles are hitting. It hasn't been Bluefield State issuing free bases. Yes, you've got the 2 errors in the inning, and the inning should be over. But Carson-Newman's been hitting the ball, the 0-1. That's up and away to Schultz, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. An 8-0 lead for the Eagles over the Big Blue here in the bottom of the second inning. Kayla McCarthy, an RBI double. The pitch. Schultz takes low, 2-1. You got a 2-run single from Katie Eakes up the right field line. Shannon Smith, a 2-run double. Carmen Holt, an RBI single through the left side. Shannon Smith's already driven in 3. She's among the top 2 players in the country in driving in runs this year, the 2-1. And Schultz takes a strike at the belt on the inner half, 2-2. Eagles have sent 9 to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. 6 runs have already come across. Schultz batting for Carson-Newman. Here's the 2-2. Schultz swings, bounces it back up the box. The shortstop, Foster fields an underhand flip to Nelson covering the bag, and that gets Hughes at second. McCarthy had to hold tight at third. And it's fielder's choice to Haley Schultz puts the second out on the board and brings Madison Levi to the plate. Levi stands in. The first pitch to her is pop foul back and out of play, 0-1. Levi fouled out to third, her first time up. Right-hander Levi climbs back in. Thompson ambles aboard the rubber and delivers the 0-1. A changeup. Levi goes golfing, sends a high fly ball to straightaway center field. Miller has it in her sights, and she makes the play to put away Levi.
Yes,
Eagles score 6 runs off of 6 hits. Bluefield State makes 2 errors, and the Eagles leave 2 on base. 8-0 Eagles through 2 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello. This is rapper Lacey on the beat.
Nicolette Ferguson to the plate for Carson-Newman, or to the circle for Carson-Newman to start off the top of the third. And she deals a first pitch strike to Mullins, 0-1. Carson-Newman out to an 8-0 lead on the Big Blue. Through 2, the 0-1. Blown away to Mullins. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mullins looking for her first hit of the season. Sophomore's out to an 0-13 start at the plate. The pitch in there for a strike at the knees. 1-2. Ferguson, she's been locked in. Gave up the 1-out double to Miller last inning. The 1-2. Here's a little nubber. Out to second. Schultz settles under the flare and makes the grab to retire Mullins. She's 0 for 14 now on the season. And there's one away. Just the second out that Carson-Newman has made that wasn't a Nicolette Ferguson strikeout. And it brings up the left-handed first baseman now, Kennedy James. Got the start in the circle. Was replaced. First pitch to her is down and in for a ball, 1-0. 8-0, Eagles in the driver's seat. You're in the top of the third, 1 out, nobody on. The 1-0. On the outside edge for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ferguson locked and loaded. She deals the 1-1. Taken on the outside edge for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. James, a 111 batter on the season, looking for her second hit in her 10th AB. The 1-2. Ferguson sees it go high, 2-2 to James. Carson-Newman, pretty much the same defensive alignment since the first inning. Brought in Carmen Holt as a pinch runner, and then she entered in the field, the 2-2. Tipped foul off of Arnez Cantrell's face mask behind the plate. Do it again at 2-2. Shannon Smith moved in from third. She's now catching in place of Carolyn Levi, when Holt entered into the field in place of Levi at third. Valsees making her first career start at shortstop in place of Leah Sohm, who's been given a rest day, while Haley Schultz gets her first career nod at second base. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nicolette Ferguson has punched out 6, and there's 2 away in the top of the third. And Jessie Foster comes to the plate. First pitch to Foster. Downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Foster, a strikeout victim, her first time up. The 1-0. Darts low for a ball. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. And Ferguson pitches. Swing and a bouncer to third. Holt fields cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time to put away Foster, 5-3. And the Eagles face the minimum for a second time today. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. It's an 8-0 lead for Carson-Newman. Ferguson, Holt, Cameron scheduled to appear after this on the Eagles Sports Network. Eight 8-0, Carson-Newman in control in the bottom of the third. Eagles in run rule territory, but Carson-Newman love to keep the nation's second highest scoring offense on pace. Eagles with 150 runs on the season, number 2 in the country. And Nicolette Ferguson will lead things off for the Eagles here in the bottom of the third inning. Ferguson reached on a knee for her first time up and came around to score. As Thompson deals to her. Well, upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Upstairs to Ferguson, 2-0.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this.
The pitch. Ferguson sits on a strike on the outer half, 2-1.
Okay, let's.
2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Ferguson. The pitch. And Ferguson swings. That's a bouncer back up the box. And a leadoff knock, the first of the career for Nicolette Ferguson. So Carson-Newman gets the leadoff batter aboard for a 3rd consecutive inning. And Carmen Holt will try to continue her day. A pinch runner substitution in the first. And she came in to play in place of Carolyn Levi at 3rd, and then got an RBI single her first time up. Addie Lowe pinch running for Ferguson at first base. And Holt will come up. Holt, an RBI single already to her name today. Takes the first pitch on the inner half, above the knees for a strike, 0-1. 8-0 Eagles in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 10th hit of the day for Carson-Newman from Nicolette Ferguson. Thompson winds and delivers the 0-1, a changeup in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Thompson, her whip, 5.5 for the year. That means 5.5 batters reach per every inning that Thompson pitches. The 1-1. Outside for a ball to Carmen Holt, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike, nobody out. A pinch runner, Addison Lowe, at first for Carson-Newman. Outfield pretty much straight away. The pitch. And Holt ropes it foul over the fencing. On the 3rd base side, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carmen Holt. Righty Holt stands in, and the pitch. And Holt wears it on her left elbow. First free pass that Bluefield State pitching has given up. And there's 2 on for Sienna Cameron. So Carmen Holt, after driving in the first run of her career in her first at-bat of the day, plate appearance number 2, she gets plunked for the first time in her career.
And now batting the center fielder, number 18, Sienna Cameron.
So Sienna Cameron comes to the plate with 2 on. Cameron's 0 for 2. She's grounded out to first unassisted and reached on an error at first. So she's gone to the right side of the infield twice, pulling on Kennedy, James, and Thompson. She goes to work with 2 on and nobody out with an 8-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd. Thompson delivers the first pitch. It's upstairs to Cameron, and it's 1-0. Over at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Carson-Newman with a 2-0 lead on Queens in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eagles trying to guarantee a win in the series. As the pitcher, Mindy Thompson, just picked up a chunk of dirt and tossed it onto the turf in front of the Bluefield State dugout on the 3rd base side. And Michael Graves over to pick that up, and he'll dispose of it properly, the 1-0. Blown away to Cameron, 2-0. And Graves dumps it over the fence. Graves picking up some more speckles of dust, flicking them out of the park. And Thompson set to twirl up the 2-0. Here's the pitch. Cameron swings, pops it into foul ground, third base side. Third baseman Brazzard has it in her sights, and she gloves it for the second foul out of the contest for the Eagles. Here's one away, and that brings Shannon Smith up. Well, Smith's got a dandy of a day working. RBI triple, 2 RBI double. Comes up with 1 out and Lowe and Holt on with an 8-0 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the third. Thompson deals to Smith, who takes Lowe in for the first pitch, 1-0. Thompson, the second pitcher of the day for the Big Blue, after Kennedy James got the start. Went an inning in the third with 6 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned. The pitch, and Smith takes a strike at the belt, 1-1. So Smith working on a multi-hit day. Her hit streak for the sophomore out of Shanahan, Illinois, extended out to 15 consecutive games with a multi-hit performance here in Game 1. The 1-1. In the dirt for a ball, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pass ball moves the runners over to second and third. And the pitch. Well outside to Smith. 3-1. First base open for Carson-Newman's top run producer. Shannon Smith has already driven in 34 this year. Thompson back aboard the slab. And here's the 3-1. And Smith takes down and in for ball 4. So they're juiced up for Katie Eakes. Pardon me, a pinch hitter, Maddie Gillette.
Now batting for Carson-Newman, number 27, Maddie Gillette.
So Gillette gets a look at the plate. With the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the third, Eagles up 8-0. Looking to add to this advantage. First pitch to Gillette. Taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Thompson 37 pitches deep into this relief outing. She's fired 17 strikes. Hit a batter and walked a batter this inning. The pitch, a changeup. On the outside edge for a strike to Gillette, 1-1. Nicolette Ferguson led off the inning with a single back up the middle. Holt gets hit. Cameron fouls out to third, and then Smith walks to load the bases. The 1-1. Gillette swings, slashes it to the second baseman, Nelson. She'll roll it over to first to put Gillette away, but a productive 4-3 ground out. Everybody else goes station to station. Addie Lowe scores. And it's a 9-0 lead for the Eagles with Michaela McCarthy to the plate. Gillette hit it hard. She just hit it right at Kylie Nelson in the hole at second. But an RBI ground out for Maddie Gillette. Brings up McCarthy, who takes outside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to McCarthy. Runners on second and third, Holt and Smith. The pitch, a changeup. McCarthy waves over the top of it. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. A 9-0 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the third inning. Carson-Newman has scored in every frame, including a 6-run bottom of the second. The 1-1. McCarthy swings, slow roller to third. Scooped up by Brassert. Throw to first bounces, and it's grabbed by James to finish off the frame with a 5-3 putout. 1 run off of a hit, no errors, 2 left. Eagles up 9-0. Headed to the 4th. Riley Thomas has you the rest of the way after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman bookstore.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Vicky Kazee softball complex as Carson-Newman continues to lead Bluefield State. Like the illustrious Adam Cavalier said, I am Riley Thomas here with you the rest of the way here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon for softball here at the Vic.
Leading off, second baseman, number 9.
Carson-Newman all day has been up to bat, destroying the baseball through and throughout, scoring 9 runs through 3 innings on 10 hits. And the pitching for Carson-Newman also has been stellar, only allowing 1 hit through 3 innings so far in this game 1 of this twin bill. Carson-Newman brings a new pitcher to the circle, and that'll be number 25, Addison Lowe. And for Bluefield, leading off with them will be number 9, the right fielder, Kylie Nelson. So far, Bluefield just looking to get anything going, runners aboard, as they've only had 1 runner so far in today's contest. First pitch to Nelson will be on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Lowe comes set in the circle, and her windup on the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit outside and go past Shannon Smith to the backstop. Will be the first ball in this at-bat to Nelson. So far today, Nelson is just 0 for 1. The 1-1 pitch is again outside, just a bit low for ball 2. So far, Nelson on the year is batting just 200. The 2-1 pitch will connect on the outside part of the plate to bring the count even at 2-2. Low in the circle, juggling the ball by her hip. Will come set and bring the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Nelson for the strikeout. Lowe gets her first one on the day. And it'll be out number 1 here in this top half of the 4th inning. Bluefield continuing to struggle at the plate, only having 1 hit on the day. Addie Lowe comes, sets, and fires. The first pitch outside for ball 1. To the first baseman, Lisette Rosales, who is also 0 for 1, the lefty for Bluefield. The 1-0 pitch will be on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Carson-Newman today up 9-0 as we are on the top of the 4th. The 1-1 pitch will be just a bit high for ball 2. Bluefield today has struggled first with Nicolette Ferguson and now with Addie Lowe in the circle. And now the 2-1 pitch from Lowe will be now even at 2 apiece. Lowe in the circle will come set and deliver the 2-2. Be outside to bring the count full. Lowell will come set for this payoff pitch with one out, top of the fourth. And it'll be outside for ball 4. The first walk issued by Carson-Newman all day, and now that'll be the second base runner for Bluefield this afternoon. And that'll bring up the best hitter on Bluefield, the power hitter, Ashley Brazzard. Brazzard all season has only had 3 hits, but all of them have been for home runs. She leads her team in RBIs with 6 as well. And she'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Brazzard on the year, yes, has driven in 6 runs, and Bluefield has only scored a total of 7. So Brassard has been majority of their offense all season. Lowe will bring the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. Bring the count even at 1 apiece. Runner on first for Bluefield, down 9-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out for Carson-Newman. Lowe's pitch will be just a bit high for ball 2. Lowe issuing a walk for Rosales on first, which is the second base runner for Bluefield this afternoon. Lowe will come set. The windup and the pitch is a little dink to the shortstop, Val C. She'll easily come under it, bring it together for out number 2.
Now batting.
2 outs here in this top of the 4th inning for Carson-Newman as they look to bring this one to a close here on top of the 4th. Run rule is currently in effect. Carson-Newman next half inning will just look to add on as Lowe will come to the circle, bring the ball to her glove, her windup, and the first pitch is sent back up the middle by Miller for her second hit of the ball game. Bluefield getting their second hit, both by Miller. She hit a double earlier in the game over left field, and now she gets her second hit of the game, second hit for Bluefield with the base hit up the middle. Now 2 runners aboard for Madison Thompson. Runner in scoring position for only the second time for Bluefield this afternoon. Lowe's first pitch to Thompson will be right down Broadway for strike 1. Bluefield this afternoon has not had many opportunities, this only being their second, with Rosales in scoring position on second. Lowe in a tight pitching jam in her outing so far. The 0-1 pitch will be caught on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Lowe looking to get out of this late inning jam with 2 runners aboard, 2 outs for Bluefield as Thompson just looks to add on to get something going for Bluefield here. Lowe will come set and will fire on the 0-2 pitch. Gets drilled to Val C. Great scoop by her. Picks it out of the dirt and will toss it over to Carmen Holt for out number 3. Eagles avert the jam. Bluefield gets 2 hits, but leaves 2 on. Carson-Newman looks to add more runs after they lead 9-0, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Carson-Newman looks to add on to their already massive lead with a 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Carson-Newman just plowing Blue State's pitchers for 10 hits on the afternoon. Blue State now will bring into the circle Kylie Nelson. She will come from her outfield spot and somehow try to figure out to slow down these hot hitters from CN. Closing the book on Nicolette Ferguson after her great outing this afternoon, pitching 3 innings, only allowing 1 hit and striking out 6, and only giving up and only pitching 41 pitches. Great afternoon for Nicolette Ferguson. Bluefield so far this year has given up double-digit runs in every single game that they have played in this 2021 season. Carson-Newman just 1 run away from adding to that total. Sarah Knight will get things going here for CN, looking to keep the bats a-popping and the runs a-scoring for these Eagles. Carson-Newman on the year so far in non-conference has won 7 in a row. They look to win 8. Looking really good so far as the run rule is in currently effect as we are heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Nelson juggling the ball by her hip, looking at her wrist for the pitch. Then we'll get things going. Is dinked over by Knight and will be thrown by the shortstop. But Knight beats it out for a base hit.
First baseman, number 41, Haley Schultz.
As that was Knight's first at-bat of the season, and she picks up her first hit of the season. And now Haley Schultz will come to the plate. Nelson will come set. We'll bring forward the first pitch. Just a bit high for ball 1. CN now adds to their hit total to 11 on the day. Schultz this afternoon in 2 at-bats has 1 hit and scored a run at it as well. Nelson brings in the 1-0 pitch. The changeup gets by the catcher just a little bit. She'll bring it forth together. Knight flirting a little bit going to second, but comes back easy. No threat there for Bluefield. Bluefield now on their 3rd pitcher this afternoon in game 1, and we're only in the 4th inning. Schultz will smoke one down the third base line. It'll be fair. Knight was hustling the third. Throw in from the left fielder. Knight slides. It dinks her off her back. She gets up. And it is okay. It's corralled by the catcher for Bluefield. And Schultz will get in with a double. Her 2nd hit this afternoon. And now Eagles are just looking to add on to their already big run total of 9 with 2 runners in scoring position. And now Carissa Schnitz will come up to the plate for the first time this afternoon. Schnitz looking to help out Carson-Newman with more runs, and she takes a big hack on the low and outside pitch for strike 1. Nelson looking to do anything she can to somehow minimize her 0-1 pitch. It's high for ball 1. Carson-Newman already threatening to add on to more runs here in this 4th inning with 2 on. Schultz at 2nd, Knight at 3rd. Already winning 9-0 in the bottom half of the 4th inning here at the Vic. Nelson will come set and will zing it on in there just a bit low for ball 2. Schnitz so far in the year has yet to record a base hit for Carson-Newman this 2021 season. And she'll bloop one in the center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. Knight easily scores. Schultz will move on to third, and Schnitz will hustle the second on the throw. She'll get a base hit and an RBI, and she'll advance the second on the throw. CN adds to their total.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 25, Addie Lowe.
Schnitz gets her first base hit and her first RBI on the season. And now CN is up 10-0 in the top half of the fourth inning. Nelson. First pitch is a strike in the Addie Lowe. Nelson, to her first three batters, has already given up 3 base hits. An infield single to Knight, a double to Schultz, a single to Schnitz, and now 2 runners are still in scoring position for Addie Lowe, trying to help herself out, but she'll take the 0-1 pitch for a strike. Nelson looking to do all that she can to get the first out here in this fourth inning for Bluefield, the Big Blue. Nelson will come set. She'll fire it into the 0-2. It's fouled off by Lowe behind the backstop. New catcher for Bluefield is behind the dish is number 23, Hannah Fisher. Giving the break for Savannah Mullins behind the plate. Nelson looks at her wrist and throws in the payoff pitch. High for ball 1 to Addie Lowe. Nelson looking to get Addie Lowe out. Here on this 1-2 pitch. A little roll to the backstop. Schultz is coming in from third. It is. She is out after it hits the backstop. Oh, she's safe? Excuse me. She is actually ruled safe. She gets under the tag. It looked like she should have been out. Fisher got the ball easily and flipped it over to Nelson, but Nelson could not get the tag down in time, and Schultz beats it out. CN adds another run. Now up 11-0. Nelson throws the break-even pitch high for ball 3. So on the wild pitch by Nelson, Fisher gets it back easily off the backstop, flips it over to Nelson, but she is unable to tag Schultz in time. The payoff pitch is high for ball 4, and that'll be Addie Lowe on first. And now Carmen Holt will be up to bat. As Coach Graves gets his slip out. Looking to make changes here. CN up 11-0 here in this fourth inning with no outs currently for Bluefield. Snitch on third, Addie Lowe on first, and Carmen Holt up to bat. She'll take first pitch for strike 1. Previous pitcher Madison Thompson went an inning and 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned, walking 1, and striking out 0, pitching 42 pitches. Nelson winding up for her 0-1 delivery to Holt, and she'll push it just foul in the third base line, bringing the count to now 0-2. Nelson stepping in the circle, looking to record her first out of her outing so far. And that is high, and Lowe will easily steal second. No throw by Fisher from behind the plate. And now the count is 1-2 to Holt, and now she has 2 runners in scoring position. Lowe's on second, Schnitz on third, and Holt will send a little blooper over to the left fielder. Easily coming to catch it, and now the runner from third is coming in, And the throw is late. Schnitz gets underneath the tag, scores yet another run. Sack fly recorded for Holt as she now drives in another run, her second on the afternoon for Carson-Newman. Lisette Rosales got underneath that ball easily for the out, getting the first out of the afternoon in the fourth inning. Nelson will throw it in there, goes high above Fisher, but no crisis. Lowe's on third in scoring position for Cian as they look to add on, now leading 12-0 here in this fourth inning. Nelson will wind up. We'll throw it in there. It was dropped for a base hit. Addie Lowe will score easily from third. And Grace Laws gets a base hit and adds yet another run for CN.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Shannon Smith.
She gets a base hit back up the middle, and Lowe easily scores from third. And now Shannon Smith looks to keep it rolling for CN as they now lead 13-0 here in this fourth inning. The first pitch of Smith, she'll drill it foul off the dugout for Bluefield State's net. Lowe will pick up the RBI for CN on her base hit back up the middle. The 0-1 pitch to Shannon Smith is low for ball one. Carson-Newman now has 4 runs scored here in this fourth inning, adding to their total. Smith will clobber this baseball, but it'll go curving foul for strike 2. Now down in the count 1-2 to Nelson, as Nelson picked up the out on the sac fly and now looks to somehow get out Smith for the second out of the inning. Nelson now will wind up. Throw to Smith. Change up will be low for ball 2. Smith on the day has driven in 3 runs, adding to her team high total. She now has 34 on this season. Smith will destroy that baseball going into the power alley in left field, and that'll hit off the wall. Laws will head to third. Smith easily at second with a double. She'll go in standing up, getting her third hit on the afternoon for CN.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 27, Maddie Gillette.
CN now in prime position to add more runs. Smith on second, and Laws will be on third, as Maddie Gillette will step up to the plate. Gillette takes that first pitch for ball 1. Carson-Newman just raising their lead this inning, scoring 4 runs, adding to their total, now up 13-0 here in this fourth inning. Gillette will take the 1-0 pitch for ball 2. Nelson will deliver her 2-0 pitch and send a high pop-up back to the third baseman, Brassert. She'll come underneath it and record out number 2. A much-needed out for Nelson after already giving up 4 runs this outing. As Michaela McCarthy looks to just keep it going with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Smith on second and Laws on third base. Nelson deliver her first pitch to McCarthy. She'll foul it back into the backstop for strike number 1. Back in the second inning, McCarthy laced a double to drive in her run, and she destroys this ball, but it'll just go underneath the left fielder, and they'll get and record out number 3. But CN adds to their total, tallying up 4 runs here in this top half of the 4th inning, now leading Bluefield 13-0, as the run rule is in effect heading into the 5th inning, as CN looks to close out Bluefield State here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a
Heading into this top of the 5th inning, Carson-Newman will lead Bluefield State 13-0. Eddie Lowe looks to close out Bluefield State here in this game 1 of this twin bill. Bluefield State will send Hannah Fisher here in this top half of the 5th inning, as they have only put in play 2 hits and only have had 3 total runners today in this game 1. Lowe will come set, deliver in the first pitch. Fisher puts down a bunt, but it'll just go foul for strike 1. Fisher's only plate appearance came back in the 2nd inning, and she struck out to Nicolette Ferguson, one of her 6 strikeouts this afternoon. Lowe will fire in an 0-1 pitch, just a bit low for ball 1. Lowe comes set. Brings the 1-1. Fisher fakes a bunt, pulls back just in time for ball 2. Carson-Newman looking to get away with game 1 here. Fisher will bring down a bunt. It'll just go foul. Smith looking to attempt to dive and get it, but unable to do so. And bring the count even at 2 apiece. Bluefield State this afternoon in game 1 only has 2 hits, and they are both by Autumn Miller. She hit a double back in the the 1st inning. And then back in the 4th, she singled up the middle. The 2-2 pitch will be low for ball 3. Bring the count full to Fisher. Lowe will bring in the payoff pitch, and Fisher puts that one foul off the screen. Count will stay up full. Carson-Newman adding 4 more runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning, bringing their total to 13 against Bluefield. Lowe will fire in that pitch just a bit low for ball 4, and that'll bring the 4th base runner for Bluefield. Only the 2nd walk this afternoon.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1, Evan Bales.
as Heaven Kales steps up for her first time this afternoon. The only player so far today who has not seen any action for Bluefield gets her first plate appearance in game 1. Fisher's on first. Kales comes around, asks for a bunt, and Lowe's pitch is low and hits her foot, and Kales goes to first. And now Bluefield State with their best opportunity all afternoon. 2 runners on with no outs here in this 5th inning. Lowe walking and hitting the first 2 batters for Bluefield. And now 2 runners on for Kennedy James. And she'll take that first pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. James looking to potentially get the first hit, not by Miller, in this lineup. She'll take that first pitch for ball 1. Shannon Smith fires down to Haley Schultz, but Kales gets back just in time underneath the throw, and she gets back at first, safe. And now the count is at 1-1 for Kennedy James. Lowe will come set. She'll deliver in the 1-1 pitch, and it hits the outside of the plate for strike 2. Lowe looks to get her first out. Gets the first out of the top of the 5th inning for CN. The 1-2 pitch hits the outside part of the plate, and Lowe gets a strikeout. She strikes out James for the first out of the 5th inning. But a beautiful pitch from Lowe, placed perfectly on the outer half of the plate, and gets the call. And now the leadoff hitter, Foster, looks to try to do anything she can to keep this inning going for Bluefield. Lowe throws in the first pitch, and Foster lifts it foul off the press box for strike 1. Lowe will come set, and the 0-1 delivery to Fisher is low. It's blocked up by Smith. Runners get back, and it counts out 1 apiece. So Fisher is on second as she walked, and Kales in her first bat of the afternoon gets hit in the foot and is on first. Fisher will put it to second. Holt to C, but the throw was just a bit low, and Schultz is unable to corral it for the final out of the inning. Carson-Newman almost gets a double play to end the game, but they do get 1 at second, get the lead runner. But now there are 2 outs, and runners are on the corners for Bluefield State. Great play by Holt to dig it out of the dirt, throw it over the C, but her throw was just a bit low for Schultz as she tried to bring it in for out number 3, but she isn't able to do so. But now it is still going. Gillette gets the ground ball. She fires over to Schultz for out number 3. And that should do it for game 1. CN pounds the baseball and pitches excellent, scoring 13 runs on 15 hits and only allow Bluefield 2 hits this afternoon in game 1. Your final score from game 1 for Carson-Newman is 13, Bluefield 0. Game 2 will begin here in about 30 minutes here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Come on in, the water's fine. Just sidle on over and toss us a line. Fast tracks, sail liners, and a party barge. flip-flops and a tank top tan. Keep off the first stop at 10 a.m. That's Bob. He's a resident. We're checking out the girls on the upper deck, rubbing in the 15 SPF. It's hot. Everybody's jumping in. Later on when the sun goes down, we'll pull out the jar and that old guitar and pass them around. Bounce trackers, mainliners, and a party bar strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and get loud all summer long. Side by side there's 5 houseboat front porches, half serve lawn chairs and TV torches. Regular Joes rocking above the sun. The Redneck Yacht Club. When the party's over and we're all alone, we'll be making way in a no-wake zone. Fast trackers, mainliners, and a party bar strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and get loud all summer long. Side by side there's 5 houseboat front porches, half serve lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat that does. The Redneck Yacht Club. Redneck Yacht Club. The Redneck Yacht Club.
Please look at Alan Silver. He's got her by the shoulders. Hello? Hello?